Okay, so right off the bat, I am absolutely delighted about this new update that we're going to be getting for Pharaoh Total War. I think it's an absolutely great update. I think it's an absolutely fantastic update. All I'm going to say is that it's great. I'm happy. I am delighted that we are getting something that is absolutely fantastic. It is what this game needed. I'm telling you now, if this game did not have Mesopotamia or Greece confirmed, then we would never have gotten this game in the first place. And what I mean by that is simple. You could play the entire campaign map. You could play it and then you would just get bored. You would be in one way or the other saying, where's Mesopotamia? Where's the other cultures? Because you don't want a game that is half the Bronze Age. You want the full Bronze Age experience. So I'm really glad. And now I'm hearing all of the comments and feedback that, okay, this DLC was already done, was already planned, maybe they didn't want to show before. Okay, granted. This is what game development is. Half the time they confirm things and half the time they lie about things as well. And I'm not saying that they don't lie, they just have to be vague. Because otherwise, how else do they sell their products? How else do they hint or tease at? And Creative Assembly does have a really, I would say, not the greatest of habits, maybe more annoying habit, of teasing and then never giving much information. And then just during the Rome 2 phase. But now, I'm glad that I don't have to finally bang my head against a wall just to see Mesopotamia and Greece in this game. Okay, so right off the bat, I am absolutely delighted about this new update that we're going to be getting for Pharaoh Total War. I think it's an absolutely great update. I think it's an absolutely fantastic update. All I'm going to say is that it's great. I'm happy. I am delighted that we are getting something that is absolutely fantastic. It is what this game needed. I'm telling you now, if this game did not have Mesopotamia or Greece confirmed, then we would never have gotten this game in the first place. And what I mean by that is simple. You could play the entire campaign map. You could play it and then you would just get bored. You would be in one way or the other saying, where's Mesopotamia? Where's the other cultures? Because you don't want a game that is half the Bronze Age. You want the full Bronze Age experience. And if we look at traversing the ancient world, of course, military conquest is not easy. To expand within these regions is not easy either. Now, we do have fast travel as well, which I do believe has also come from Warhammer. That is, let's say that if you want the Mycenaeans sailing forth to torch Canaan, or the Egyptians enforcing their might over Troy, you achieve this via the sea travel lanes feature. So any army, human or AI, can move into that lane so they can benefit from a movement speed increase. Now, while I do agree with that, I do think they could add more like portal types of, let's say, gameplay areas. So, for example, if you were in the region of Canaan and you wanted to sail all the way from, let's say, the Red Sea or let's say the Sinai Peninsula and go all the way to, let's say, the Tigris River, and you sail via Arabia, you could literally do some sort of fast travel portal. So, more fast travel portals would be good, but obviously that should come not at the expense of just fast traveling everywhere where you want. You want to obviously go from Egypt and go all the way to Babylon. I honestly do want to see where these fast travel portals will take us. I went all the way to Anatolia. It was pretty boring. It was boring in the sense that you were literally playing, as I've said repeatedly many times, the equivalent of, let's say, Medieval 2, the equivalent of Napoleon's Egyptian campaign. That's literally what you were playing. And this is just with, let's say 181 settlements or something like that. But now we have it from, let's say, 1134 times 1648 to 2048 times 1648. So 1.8 times larger. And the great thing is you get a lot more landscape, a lot more diversity. You will not have a siege fest as most Total War games tend to be. Now, I'm sort of mixed on this. I don't think it needs to be that Have you ever siege first? But this is the Bronze Age. And in the Bronze Age, you traveled via horse, via oxen, via carts, via caravans. You could be hunted down by bandits. You were traveling through all types of places. But it would take you 6 months. In a real day, it will take you now, let's say if you go from one area of the world to the other, it takes you maybe 1 or 2 days to go by taxi, car, or train, or by aeroplane. Now, in the Bronze Age, we don't have that. But we do have the fact is we have 168 settlements, and we also have boosted that total count, so they, as I say, from 189 to 349. And we got 94 additional factions, so that'll probably be around 189. And then they also say there's a world of political intrigue, alliances, betrayals as you navigate complex web of relationships between rival powers, which is good, which is a bit more like, more like generic speak. But basically, I hope that the political system that is revamped is good for the campaign as well. That it adds a lot more areas of much needed campaign gameplay. I am testing to see if my voice can be heard. Alright, let's go to the last bit of this video. Alright, so let's just go back to this. Okay, so let's go back to the last bit of this. We're gonna have all of these great monuments. Let's say the White Temple of Anu, the Great Ziggurat of Ur, Choga's Anbil, the Ziggurat of Enlil, and the Great City of Babylon. A significant major settlement awaiting conquest. So I really do hope that there is a custom city map of the Great City of Babylon. Please add it. I don't want these iconic landmarks just to be on the campaign map. I want them to be actual city maps, or at least put into the battle maps themselves. If there was one thing I would say is, please expand the battle maps. I just do not like the Warhammer style of small restricted battle maps. I think Greater Assembly really has to get out of that rut. They have to get rid of it. They really need to get rid of it, because it just is so annoying that you can't use chariots properly as they intended to be used, because simply the battle maps need to be smaller for more competitive gameplay. Right now, you expand the map and you will see plenty of people playing the game. Mark my words. And we can expect to see in the Aegean, Mount Olympus, Metoria, the Lemnos Necropolis. I think we might see some stuff from Troy as well. They're going to redo the victory objectives. The sea peoples will be retaught in their pillaging to ensure they're better equipped to ravage this expanded world. So that's good. Make them the Huns of this world. That's great. But a secret villain that I would make would be the Assyrian Empire, because it is an expansionist state. It was brutal for its time, but it was also a civilization of culture and war as well. And if the Assyrians are taking advantage, who's to stop them? Just to simply think that the collapse of the Bronze Age was just a secret power came in and did everything. Yeah, well, that's right. But also, weren't there so many rich and invested people on both sides fueling this conflict at the same time? Weren't there political conspiracies and so on and so forth? So they say that right now this is just the tip of the iceberg. And okay, that's great. I really am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the Mesopotamians. I'm looking forward to the cultures that we're going to be getting. And I'm just going to be looking forward to what we're going to be seeing here. We'll have new raw tradition, gods, ancient legacies, and I will say maybe a Mythos mode somewhere, but we will do that for another video. But all I am saying right now is I'm happy. I really, really am happy at the way we are getting this expanded map. It is needed. And I believe on the 16th of May, which is what I'm posting today, we're going to be getting a live Q&A live stream. I hope they show screenshots of more of the expanded map, because it is just going to look epic. Just please give us more. Give me more. I want to play this update already. I want to play this update. It looks and sounds fantastic, and I've got so many ideas already to make this. So don't forget to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.